So, after what was a very middling day one of the first test between India versus Bangladesh at Chattogram, our focus now shifts to day two, and in particular, one individual will be really aiming to eye something special. Shreyas Iyer is on 82 and he will be hoping to score his second century. His application against spin, especially against the likes of left arm spinner Taijul Islam as well as Mehdi Hassan, has been fantastic. Iyer has been lucky on three occasions. Dropped on 39, dropped on 67, and when he was on 80, the ball brushed the leg stump, but the bails did not fall off. So, riding on those three chances, Shreyas Iyer will be hoping to do what Cheteshwar Pujara could not, and that is to score 100. Pujara and Iyer's partnership of 149 on day one ensured that India at least recovered from after three quick wickets. KL Rahul fell to Khalid Mahmood, then Khalid Ahmed, sorry. If you have to look at it, Shuman Gill played a rash shot, and then Virat Kohli was undone by a peach of a delivery from Taijul Islam. It just spun late. Kohli was on the back foot, attempted to work it to the onside, but missed it. Cheteshwar Pujara seems to be the old school thought. When there is baseball, he just wants to play che ball because Cheteshwar Pujara's application is already ensured that India could tackle Bangladesh effectively. And remember, this Chattogram wicket, when you have to look at it, it is not giving you that much of bounce already on day one. The classic case was Rishabh Pant's dismissal. Rishabh Pant tried to guide a ball to third man, but the ball stayed low, hit the bottom edge, rolled back onto the stumps. Remember, on day one itself, if the ball starts hitting the bottom edge, then as the game progresses, the bounce will get lower and lower. And that is why it does not bode well for the team that is batting fourth on this wicket. And India will be aiming to bat once, bat big, and bat Bangladesh out of the game because India have the spinning options of Akshar Patel, Ashwin, and you got Kuldeep Yadav. On this particular deck, Akshar with his accuracy could be lethal. Ashwin can get the bounce factor. If he does not try too many variations, then he can be deadly because Mehdi Hassan, he is troubling the batters more with his straighter delivery and also getting a little bit of drift. Ashwin gets far more drift than Mehdi Hassan. So, in that way, if you look at it, the spinners will have a field day on this Chattogram wicket. But having said that, India need to bat big, and what is the ideal score that they should target? Somewhere around 400. India have to get 400 to ensure that Bangladesh struggle in their chase because at the end of the day, Bangladesh's batting is slightly inexperienced. Of course, there is Shakib Al Hasan, there is the likes of other batters who stepped up, but at the end of the day, Bangladesh's batting can be a big problem, and that is the main reason why they have won only one test in this entire ICC World Test Championship cycle. Understand one thing that Bangladesh, their only win came courtesy of the bowling, and that was through Ibadat Hussain in Napier. In Bay Oval. But at the same time, you have to understand that Bangladesh's batting has not stepped up at regular intervals, and they have to do it on day two. India are 278 for 6. Iyer batting on 82 and Akshar Patel just on the last ball of the day, he got trapped LBW, and that is why it was a rather sad sight because technically speaking, India had dominated the middle session and were on course to dominate even the end session. But those two strikes, one from Taijul and one from Mehdi, has ensured that the balance is quite level. But India 278, if they can get past 350 and go past 400, they hold advantage of it because already, as I had mentioned, the Chattogram wicket is giving you very low bounce. And at the same time, you have to also understand the shot selection. KL Rahul, what was he trying to do? And once again, if everything can go wrong, it does go wrong in the case of KL Rahul. Shubman Gill played a very bad shot. And because there is a bit of, there was uneven bounce on the first session. And as the day progressed, it became lower and slower. So Shubman Gill played a bad shot. Kohli was undone by a peach of a delivery. That is the only thing that I can say. Rishabh Pant, hard luck for him because on other days it could have just gone past the keeper and to the third man for a boundary. But unfortunately, got the bottom edge and then went on to the stumps. Cheteshwar Pujara with the new ball. Taijul got the ball to just straighten a bit. That's why. And if you may say, Akshar Patel unfortunately played down the wrong line towards the last ball of the day. And so we look forward to a very, very exciting day 2 in prospect. This potentially could be the moving day because if India can get to 350, bonus if they can get to 400. Because this is the last recognized pair that is there, the wicket as we speak. Akshar Patel went, so we are all reliant on Ravichandran Ashwin and Shreyas Iyer. This is the last batting pair because after that you've got 3 tailenders. Umesh can hit the ball, he can go for the big shots, but on this wicket, he could easily throw his wicket away. Then you have Siraj, then you have Kuldeep. So you have 3 proper tailenders at this point in time after Ravichandran Ashwin. So India will be hoping that Ashwin and Shreyas Iyer get India past 350. They need a very good partnership. Lower order partnerships for India in this case will come at a premium because you don't have batting all the way down to number 10. You have batting all the way till number 9 with Ravichandran Ashwin in there. Umesh Yadav slightly, he can hold the bat. But others, it's hit and miss for them. So Harsh Khatri is like saying, Kuldeep is it? Thanks Kuldeep for all the words. And is it a bad bat? But yeah, you can't expect Kuldeep to score about 100 or 120 or 130. He can't bat with the same confidence as Shreyas Iyer can or Cheteshwar Pujara can. He can hold on, but I think he will kind of struggle against the spinners. So Ashwin and Iyer, these two are your final recognized batting pair, and they will be very, very desperate to ensure India can get past 350, 400. There are news from, there's other news also in the world of cricket, which I'll be doing a detailed morning wrap on, including a major update on Kane Williamson. Personally, for me, it came as a surprise because I don't think Kane Williamson would be taking the decision that he was supposed to take. So I'll be doing a special wrap on that. But India, if I may say, the batting woes of this test match, let me just put it up in a way. India have kind of struggled on this kind of a deck except Cheteshwar Pujara and Shreyas Iyer. KL Rahul, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli unfortunately they played rash shots or it was a very good delivery to get rid of them. So India's batting heading into the last stage of the World Test Championship cycle, it needs a lot of work on because remember, India can afford one loss, but why lose and then put yourself under even more pressure? So that is why India will be hoping that they can at least get to 400 because a psychological mark of 400 is very, very important to ensure that Bangladesh are in pressure because this is a kind of wicket where it will be bat once, bat big. As the game progresses, it's going to become even more difficult to bat on. So already on day 1, you saw the bounce was really low. The bottom edge for Rishabh Pant, and then you had Mehdi Hassan just managing to get the ball to grip, Taijul getting the ball to grip. So already this Chattogram wicket is very difficult. And a lot of people are sleeping, for us work comes first, and probably people will be sleeping after that excitement of the France-Morocco game, and we finally know who will play the finals of the FIFA World Cup 2022. It is going to be France versus Argentina. It's a blockbuster encounter. Abhinav Iyer is saying 355 all out. That's not a bad shout, I think. But if they cross 350, Abhinav, it'll be great. I mean, on this wicket, you will have to understand that batting will become difficult as the game progresses. Unless India bowl very badly, that is the only way I see them being put under pressure. But India, as it comes to the bowling in test match in the last couple of years, they have been superb. Except at instance Edgbaston when they were bass-balled out by Johnny Bairstow and Joe Root. But yes, 355 all out is what Abhinav Iyer is predicting that India will get to 400 plus Harsh Khatri. That will be a psychological achievement because 400 plus, I hope that they get to 400, but I think I'll have to go somewhere closer to Abhinav's prediction that he made 355 all out. I'll have to go somewhere closer to that. And Shahi Kishle is saying Rishabh Pant is biggest match winner of Test cricket and he deserves Test captaincy. Of course, the first part is I totally agree with you. Rishabh Pant is a big match winner when it comes to Test match cricket. But on the other hand, would you want him to be given the Test captaincy so soon? That's what I would like to figure out, because captaincy might work both ways. Either it can enhance a player's batting or it can just go downhill. And we saw in the case of Virat Kohli, his Test captaincy, when he was there, his batting reached a different zenith altogether. And KV Chidambaram is like saying India will be all out under 300. That might happen if Ashwin and Iyer do not apply themselves. Then yes, it can very well happen that India can be bowled out for under 300. So we are all set to begin the first over of day 2 of the first test match between India and Bangladesh at Chattogram. Remember, a total next to 350, 400 would be great. But if they cannot get to that, then it will be advantage Bangladesh. At this point, Shreyas Iyer will be aiming to score his second ton. Because remember, he scored a ton against New Zealand in his very first series. And that was a marvelous achievement. He helped India avoid a defeat actually in that Kanpur test match. So it is going to be superb. Shahi Kishle says, do you still think KL Rahul deserves a place in playing 11 now? Well, let us wait until the end of the series. And let us probably wait until the end of the Sri Lanka New Zealand series. Because see, KL Rahul is not available for the Sri Lanka series. He will be available for the New Zealand series if the selectors decide to pick him. At this point in time, see, nothing is working for KL Rahul. Whatever happened to the T20 World Cup, he was banned. Pressure situation, he just couldn't contribute. Here, he played a bad shot and you could see he was deeply, deeply anguished by it, because KL Rahul knew that his rope is also running very, very thin and it's almost ending. So whatever chances you get, you have to capitalize. If that doesn't happen, then KL Rahul will fall down the pecking order. But I will say, wait until the end of this test series. Let's see what happens in January, whether the selection panel will give KL Rahul an extended run or will his luck run out. So that is what I would like to say in that. Are there any more questions in that? I guess that is about it. Rahul Singh, even if it's 1 or even if it's 0, I will still do it. So thank you for the comment. And thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from... Yeah, Harsh Khatri, he just lacks luck. I don't know about the next part, but he just lacks luck. Yes, the luck is not in his favor. How you see KL Rahul wicket keeping in World Cup? It can cost match. He's not good enough keeper. Shahi, look, the statement that KL Rahul gave, that the management has told me to be ready for wicket-keeping duties, it just baffles me, because then have you avoided Rishabh Pant? Have you avoided Sanju Samson altogether? I don't think so. And it sends a kind of a wrong message that why has the management told KL Rahul to be ready for the wicket-keeping role as well? Then if KL Rahul is there, then neither of Sanju or Pant can play together. Only either of Pant or Samson can play. So that is how I see. I don't think he can be your long-term keeper with injuries also hampering him. So that's my honest opinion about it. That I think KL Rahul should be relieved of wicket-keeping duties, because it can take a toll on his injury also. It can also take a toll on his health when it comes to playing. So that is my honest opinion about it. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us. We'll be back for the lunch update. We are also going to keep a track of a lot of things in the FIFA World Cup also. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to tap that bell icon when we go live. And don't forget to download the SportsTalk app and check out their website, because you can also get highlights of the FIFA World Cup 2022 only on the SportsTalk app. And also you can also get a lot of highlights of the other T20 leagues around the world, including the Big Bash League. Thank you.